Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Anna from Daisy Station, my lovely channel where we are doing oracle cards reading. Very much welcome. I hope that you will enjoy today's video. And in today's video we are going to be looking at the message from your divine self. This is a timeless reading and all the timestamps can be found in the description box below. So take a pause, have a look at those three groups of cards. We have a very beautiful crystal quartz in group number 1. We have a fluorite in the group number 2. And we have a labradorite in the group number 3. I don't know if you can see, but it's really shining beautifully. If you resonate with more than one groups, you're more than welcome to watch all of them. And let me know in the comment section below, how did that resonate with you? Always happy to hear your thoughts. Welcome to the group number 1. For those of you that resonated with this beautiful crystal quartz, we have a couple of different cards today. And we also have a rune. So I will take it a little bit closer to the camera. I'm not sure if you can see. This is a rune called Manas. And Manas is really a rune of people, of human. Basically it has a very strong notes of self. So when this rune shows up, it typically means, and this is the way I interpret it, that you're perhaps looking into the sense of self. So your divine self is telling you that now is the time when you look into self, and let's see the cards to discover what type of aspects of self you're looking into. So we start with a peace pipe card, ancestors card, we have a moonlight serenade, change your tune. We have moon memories, the past. We have process your feelings. Then we have the impulse card. Illuminate card. Success. And faith. All of the decks I'm using are listed also in the subscription below. If you're interested, you can have a look at those if they're particularly resonating with you. But what I can see from the setup, and also knowing Manas, so having the human in the center, I have the ancestors card. The ancestors card is telling you that your ancestors are really standing behind you, standing with you to solve whatever you are working through right now. So you're not alone in this very situation. You have the support of your ancestors. This card also tells you that you have this connection to your ancestors in your bloodline. You have their knowledge, you have their experiences, and if you open yourself up, you will receive this knowledge, you will receive this divine message from your ancestors that also may be already departed, and they want to help you through this particular situation. We also have the change your Cheung card. Amazing card. Um, Perhaps at this very moment you're going through a period of time when you actually don't know what your next step's supposed to be. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and maybe you're very much looking within the traditional ways you would approach this topic, whatever it may be. But this card is actually encouraging you to look a little bit deeper within, because the answer is already there, and that's where the ancestors card comes through. There is also a card, the past, and process your feelings. So it feels like whatever led you to this point, and this point might be a little bit confusing, whatever led you to this point already took a place in the past. So now you're processing all the bits and pieces of that situation, and you're really encouraged to process them through and through, because that ultimately will help you to overcome it. You're seeing the end of it. I feel like this is a more of a final round for you. So this is not a new situation. This is something that's been happening for a while, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a problem. Maybe you're going through a career change. Maybe you're reshifting your consciousness. But this has to do with you. This has to do with your sense of self. And whatever the situation is, it already happened in the past, and you are towards the end of processing it. We also have the Peace Pipe card. Another great card. The Peace Pipe is about making the connections, but also, taking the step to overcome the obstacle. This is really a strong call to finish whatever has been happening in the past months, and that also let us know that you're really at the end of that. Once you go through this, there is a success awaiting for you. So even though the situation might seem a little bit tricky and hard to navigate through this, there is a success. There is a success on the other end of the situation, and you can make it through. But you should have a faith. I really love those cards. These are the Prism cards. They're very talkative for once, and it's very simple, direct messages. There is a success, and have faith in yourself. You're a wonderful group. Number 1. And at last we have the Impulse, and we have the Illuminate card. Something that can really help you to overcome this situation, and make the final call, is to really follow the impulse, and let that illuminate through you, and also support your own illumination. Take care for yourself. This is not an easy time. It might seem like it's easy, but it's actually a very complex process you're going through. So you need to make sure that you focus on yourself, and that you really take care of yourself through this time. So that would summarize the group number 1. Looks like a very reconfirming, reassuring message from your divine self, telling you you're there. Everything that you need to solve this situation is already with you. Your ancestors are passing you those answers. Just take care for yourself. Look a little bit outside of where you have been with your thoughts and energy regarding this aspect, and you'll be able to successfully make a step on the other side. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope this resonated with you, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and also make sure to subscribe and like this video and hit the bell button. It will really help me. And if you're interested to see more videos like so, you'll be of course then also notified. Thank you. Welcome to the lovely group number 2 with this beautiful fluorite. I also drew a rune for you, which will be giving the tone of this reading for your divine self. So the rune that came through is Urus. And Urus is a very powerful rune. It tells you go. It's really like a sign for you to power through. So it depends on the context in which it comes up. So let's see what the cards are telling you, what cards we got here for you, group number 2, and then we'll see also the bigger context of the rune Urus. So we have a shapeshifter. We have a beautiful freedom horse, which is also powering through those fields. Very beautiful and interesting. We have moon circles support. We have the moon mastery, the law of attraction. I put it here. We have the reflect card, the flow card. Forgot this one. Embrace uncertainty. This is the word I always struggle to pronounce. We have the fear card, but please do not fear, and I'll explain it in a second. And we have the ideation card. I put it here. Perfect. So what I'm getting here through is that I would first go to the shapeshifter card. So the shapeshifter card tells us that you perhaps have been manifesting something. Oops, you maybe wanted something for yourself specifically, particular, but it's maybe not happening yet. And there is a simple reason for that. And the reason is that you just need to be a shapeshifter now. And you need to go differently about the ways you did things. Because what you're waiting for is not coming until you are going to make this step. So this card is really just like encouraging you to step into your new self and look outside of the box. The freedom horse, a very beautiful powering through horse full of freedom, and this is how you're supposed to be in this situation. Explore yourself, be wild, really take unconventional steps, think outside of the box, do the things that maybe you didn't really have the courage to do before, and take a leap, because this will really take you ahead, much ahead. And the rune Urus is saying just that, power through, and you should be powering through here now with your freedom. Use your freedom to power you. I know that you are a little bit afraid, and that's understandable. There's always something uncertain in being unconventional and stepping outside of your comfort zone. But we could also embrace it, right? Once you embrace it, and this is what the shapeshifter card is telling you, once you really embrace the new ways you can go about things, you will step into this new energy, like a channel, like a speed channel, when you can just power through and essentially manifest everything you want and everything you're working on at the moment. We also have the support card. So that's a divine message from yourself saying that you're not alone in this. Actually, there are divine beings around you that do support this growth of yours. So you can know that you're not alone taking this step. And once you really do, once you really take that leap, you will be in the flow. And when we are in the flow, we can achieve anything, really. When we're in the flow, we are the most productive, we are the most creative, we really are strong manifestors, because we just create this beautiful energy around us. So once you're in the flow, you really are going to be a superb manifestor here. We have a card Reflect that also comes through, and the reflection, I feel like the reflection should be actually here. And I think that the reflection card is encouraging you to kind of look deep within yourself and see what is really stopping you, right? What is really holding you back in this situation, because there is a lot of abundance waiting for you. But what is that one aspect that is really, stopping you from moving forward? And at last we have this ideation card, and that card suggests that perhaps you already have some ideas how to get into that flow. Perhaps those unconventional ways are really already forming in your head and taking a shape as a shapeshifter. And perhaps you're already somehow ready, but you need this final call, and this is it. Keep on going. Push down the gas, and you will really, once you tap into your energy of change, you're going to rule the world. And it's going to be a very beautiful transition for you. So that's a very exciting message. Whatever you're working on, do let me know how this resonates with you, and feel free to subscribe and like this video if you found it valuable, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Hi and welcome, my lovely group number 3 that went for this beautiful labradorite. First, let's start with the rune I drew for you, and the rune is Gabo. This rune essentially means a gift and energy of giving and receiving, and keeping this in balance and intact. And now let's go through the cards to see how this corresponds with the message that comes through the cards. We have Spirit Keeper of the West. We have Spirit Keeper of the South. Oops. We have Self-Regulation. I'll just move those a little bit here so you can see better. We have Boundaries. We have Meant to Be. We have the Synchronicity card. We have a Soul card. We have the Strength. And we have the Creativity card. Let's see. So let's start with the Spirit Keeper of the West card. This card is really a transformational card that says you're at the point where you're letting go of something. If there's some aspect in your life right now that doesn't feel quite right, you should go ahead and sort of remove it from the picture, because it's not serving you. And that immediately I can see this refers to the Gebo rune, which talks about exchanging the energy, so it's the energy of giving and receiving. So perhaps there is something or someone in your life at this very moment that is not really serving you because there is not enough of this giving receiving energy, or there could be a situation or instance, or maybe it's your job, maybe it's something that you're working on with a group of people who plays, that is really disrupting this free flow of giving and receiving. Yeah, so that card essentially tells you to let go of that. It might not be easy, and it might feel like we are losing something or someone, but it is meant to be, and you're called to take that step. And you're called to take that step precisely because of the Spirit Keeper of the South, which is telling you there's something that you've been manifesting. So there's something that you really want to have that is going to contribute greatly your further development. It is going to positively impact your life, bring more peace and balance. And you're manifesting this because there are a lot of synchronicities around you that already let you know this is on the way. So pay attention to the small signs around you. Maybe you will see, same numbers. Maybe you'll see particular signs. Manifest the signs if you're uncertain, and they will be coming. But this inflow of beautiful things is still kind of a little bit, ever so slightly, blocked by whatever we have to release here, and it's not easy for you to release. Now, do know that you have a strength to release that, and this situation might not be potentially too pleasant, but you have the strength to do it. But in order to make this transition successful, we should really look towards those two cards, and that is self-regulation and boundaries. Let's talk about that. So the boundaries card, very straightforward. It tells you that you need to set the boundaries with this occasion or with this person around you, and really put a frame around it also for yourself to clearly understand the situation. Now the self-regulation card talks about or refers to regulating yourself in terms of the ways you communicate. So it let you know that maybe having an explosion of emotions on that situation or person is not the ideal way to go, but don't tame yourself completely. So it's not about withdrawing, it's not about not speaking your truths, it's about really making sure that the message that we want to put through is straightforward, is clear, and it can be received by the other side. I'm talking about the other side because I do believe this is connected with a person. It can be really received so you get the proper outcome. And the proper outcome here is that you will be working around some particular situation. It doesn't say that you have to remove this person from your life completely. It doesn't say that it's obviously entirely up to you, but it's not about, oftentimes it's not about like terminating particular relationship, but more so perhaps about setting clear boundaries so that doesn't interfere with you. Maybe there is like a friend that, you know, takes a little bit of too much and not really giving to you, or a family member. So I encourage you to look into that space. Now, in terms of what's coming, um, what's coming is going to do with your creativity. So the situation here that happens here is quite draining, as I feel, and sorting this out is going to really make a tremendous step on unblocking this creative energy flow and allow you to therefore tap into your next step. So your divine self is really telling you that this is not serving you, and this is what we want to look towards too. And you will also get a deeper connection with self. So you will sort of uplift yourself thanks to sorting out this situation. And again, the confirmation of that coming is already around you. You are seeing synchronicities as a confirmation for taking the steps as you wanted to. So it looks like quite exciting time ahead of you. If you like this video and if this resonated with you, feel free. I'll be more than happy to see some comments in the comment section below, and also subscribe if you liked it and liked the video, and press the bell notification so you can get notifications when I release more videos like that. Thank you so much for tuning in, group number 3, and I hope to see you again.